quick guide to T94 Y95 standing setups. I'll start with front because it's a lot easier and nicer. So there are two different setups you can do. You can either do the multi-block setup or the normal setup. I would recommend the multi-block setup because it's way easier to account for the rotation. There's no RNG really. You're just more in control. But you do have to look at the dragon and pay attention more. So if you're not comfortable with that, I'll show the normal setups as well. But yeah, to start with the multi-block setup, this is where you want to start from, and then you want to bridge twice, and then build your setup. You just need to look at the dragon and see which side's coming. And it's really easy to keep the dragon up for, a setup that's fairly offset. And you get really good damage. It's really easy to keep the dragon up. 5 explosives. It's really fast with bow and double bedding. And yeah, it's just a really nice setup. And you can anchor as much as you want. It just works. Yeah, it's a good setup. I'll quickly show off the non-multi-block setups. So you'll want to start here, 29, 28, then bridge twice again, and this is your standing block, 27, -30. Then you can either do this, or you could do this. This is on the wrong side, but it doesn't really matter. And it is a bit trickier to keep height on this setup, because it's just rotation dependent. With double bed, you can 2+2 this. Let me just show this again. I'll just do this side. I can't remember which side is slightly, but I think west facing is slightly better. It's more consistent, at least I found, but it's just preference really. Like on this rotation, it's just not good. Yeah, but they do work. I'm just bad. I'll show it one more time to see if I can get it to work. It's also pretty quick to get here. I know I'm just flying in spectator, but it's just because I can't be bothered to pull a clip up here. But this is really easy. Keep the dragon up, you get good damage as well. Good bow. I can't remember if anchor. I don't think anchor works on this. Oh no, it does. Yeah, you can anchor as much as you want as well. So yeah, that's front. Front is really easy and nice for 95 standing. Back, on the other hand, is pretty nasty, especially if you don't do multi-block. I really, really, really suggest you do multi-block for back, because it's about the same speed to get to the setup, and it's way more consistent. It's just, the dragon is way more in your control, and it takes less beds. With the non-multi-block setups, it's really difficult to keep height and get good damage. So this is your standing block, now 29, 28, and then build your setup. You cannot anchor on this one. It will blow up the crystal. You can use the top anchor, the side anchors, or placing anchors will blow up the crystal. But you can get good damage on this. You can bed extend. Oh no, you can't bed extend. But if you're better at the game than I am, you can keep the dragon up fairly easily with this setup. Show it off again. Maybe I can keep the dragon up this time. It's also really good with bow, especially on this rotation here. A lot easier. It's way easier if you can double bed. But you don't need to. It is not too difficult to keep the dragon up with the multi-block. If you really don't like multi-block, if you think it's too complicated or difficult, there are normal setups for it, but then really offset because the node is closer to the tower on back, so the dragon is just always going to be more offset from you. So like that's why the multi-block setup is, you can't place anchors on this one because we have to offset less to be able to get more damage and more knockback. You want to go to 2929 on this one, and then just build whichever side you want. I think south facing is better on this one, but it doesn't really matter. Again, it's personal preference. It depends on the rotation. Looks like a good rotation. So this could actually be a 2+2. Not bad. 3+2. But yeah, I would definitely prefer the multi-block setup on this. You can also go to 2929 and do the multi-block setup, and you'll be able to anchor without blowing up the crystal. Yeah, crystal survives, but the extra block of distance really does matter on back, just because of the dragon being more offset. But yeah, that's basically it.